there, friends. Today I am so excited to share with you the beautiful Kindred Spirits stamp from Gina K Designs. Now, this stamp is available as a stamp or as a bundle with a die set. And so you can find this now at the Gina K Design shop. Find the link in my video description to shop now. It just came out. I am going to be creating a really fun card with this set by doing like a double stamping technique, and we're going to stamp a background. I have some really fun colors here, and I'm going with a retro color scheme. So I've chosen Faded Brick, Tomato Soup, Honey Mustard, Wild Dandelion, Tranquil Teal, and Sea Glass. Now I wanted to let you know that if you are new to Gina K inks, there are collections that you can buy in their cubes that allow you to get a sampling of a lot of different colors. So this is the Spring Ink Cube collection. This one's Summer, and I took Wild Dandelion out of there. And this one is Autumn, and I took a couple colors out of this one, like Honey Mustard and Faded Brick. But I really enjoy buying like bundles of inks just so that I can try out different colors. So these are really great, and you can find the links in my video description. So let's get to creating a card. So in this Kindred Spirits set, there are two different sizes of flowers that are the same flower. So you have a large outline and a large solid, and a small outline and a small solid. We're going to take these and build a background. So I'm going to start with the large. I have an A2 piece of smooth white cardstock here, and I'm going to roughly put this around the center of my card. I'm going to close my MISTI door here. Just kind of make sure that my magnets are holding that down okay. So new stamps definitely need some priming. I have rubbed those quite a bit, but the more you stamp with them, the better off they'll be. And I just put on lotion here, of course. So, okay, here we go. We're going to start with Faded Brick for the outline. And I'm going to do this 2 or 3 times just to get a really, really nice dark outline for this flower. I am really excited about this color scheme because it's definitely something that I haven't done in a while. And I wanted to try it out with some of my new Gina K inks. So there's the outline, and now I'm just going to grab that solid. I'm going to put my outline back over here. So you can really line these up quite easily by looking at the leaves. So there are some that are lined up like overlapping here. There's one that's really long that kind of sticks out further. So I'm going to try to line that one up. And I think it is just like that. Yep. And you can really see where these line up when you look in. There we go. Perfect. So you can see I got a little bit of black on the back side of this stamp. That's because I accidentally put it on the wrong side of the acetate here, but that cleans off pretty easily. So I'm going to take Tomato Soup and get this, and I'm probably going to leave these just open. Okay, so Tomato Soup is a little bit lighter than Faded Brick, so you're going to get a nice tone-on-tone effect. So fun. And this is just going to fill in really nicely once it starts to soak into that paper. There we go. And I'll do one more. Okay, so fun. So there's our first flower. And I'm going to keep going with the other two color combinations. So next I'm going to go to the smaller floral, and we're going to do the outline. And I'm going to try to get it kind of about 1/4 of an inch away, and we're going to start building our pattern. I'm going to do honey mustard for this one. And fill that in with wild dandelion. Just grabbing that solid. And the same thing here, you want to just look for those leaves that kind of, the petals, sorry, that kind of stand out a little bit, and line it up that way. So this one is going to be like this, I think. There we go. And you can really see when that is lined up. And we're going to grab our wild dandelion and fill in that flower. Okay, next we are going to go to Tranquil Teal, and I'm going to go down here, kind of like so. No, right about here actually. I want to kind of get that in here. And I want some of my flowers to go off of the edge, but I am going to be trimming this down with one of the master layouts dies. So it's not too important that it goes off the edge, but if you were keeping the entire A2 card front size, then I would say make sure some of your shapes go off that edge. And this is Tranquil Teal. It's already got that 70s vibe, doesn't it? I love it. Okay, there's Tranquil Teal, and then we're gonna fill that in with sea glass. Okay, I have to make sure that I turn it the right way. Oh, I lined it up just right, first try. The more you use it, the more used you'll be to lining that stamp up with the outline. And I'm going to go in with sea glass to fill that in. And I love that combination, that tomato red, that bright yellow, so fun. Okay, so we're just going to continue to make little triangles of color here by building these out all along our A2 card front. Okay, I think that is so super fun. It just has this really retro vibe to it, and I just love it. I think I'm gonna stop there. So I did 9 in total. So what I did here was I made triangles with the same color. So a triangle of 3 yellows, a triangle of 3 teals, and a triangle of 3 of the reds. And I think that that gives you the perfect amount of white space to play with, and it just looks so super fun. So I think this is where I'm going to trim this one down. So I'm going to cut out my panel with this Master Layouts 2 die, and I like that it is stitched around the edges, so it gives it that little added touch. Now I do want to keep it kind of like offset so there's more white space up here. So I'm pretty much going to go right in the center of my A2 panel, grab some mint tape to get this in place. There we go, and stick that on. Stick that on, and let's put it in my die cutting machine. And now I have my stamped panel, just being careful to take that off, with a really pretty little stitched edge. How fun is that? Now let's put this on a card with a sentiment. I grabbed an A2 size piece of craft cardstock, and then I used the larger rectangle from Master Layouts 2 to cut out this wild dandelion panel, and I just love how that adds just the tiniest bit of wild dandelion in front of this panel. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere these together. Just adhere my stamped panel to the wild dandelion, making sure that that is nice and straight. And then I am going to pop these up on to the craft just to give it some lift here. Okay, now we're going to put this in the center of our A2 panel. Making sure that it's straight, because that does make a bit of a difference. Okay, there we go. And then we can get our sentiment in place. I pretty much always need a thank you card, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp the thank you so much sentiment from this set. And I'm just gonna give it a good wipe off because this is the first time I'm using it. And I'm going to use Tranquil Teal because it's one of the colors I used on my flowers, and it's a nice dark color. So just getting this inked up. And you don't want to give that too much pressure because it is a nice, delicate font. That looks really good. I'm going to give it one more tiny tap. I literally am just ever so gently tapping that onto the paper. And then I'm going to take the sentiment strip die from Master Layouts 2, and I'm going to center the sentiment right there, making sure that's straight, and then I'm going to tape that on and die cut this out. Okay, so my sentiment is cut out here, and I'm going to just add another piece of that dimensional foam adhesive. This is the thinner foam adhesive, so I'm not going too crazy here, but we are doubling up on the dimension. I think it's going to make this kind of simple stamped card just even more fun. So I want to keep this white space up here because I really like it. I'm just going to go kind of off of the side here on the left because it's a fun and playful background, and I feel like we can be a little fun and playful and go off the edge a bit. And that looks great. Now let's add some bling to the card. When I want to add something to my card, but I don't want it to be sparkly, I love to use like the clear drops. So these just have that little shine without the sparkle. And I'm just going to place them in between my florals here. I'm going to do one big one down there. And let's see, one small one here. They can be a bit tricky. You can pick them up with a craft pick too, or the end of your wax. Little picker upper. Okay, and then I think I'll get one more here. I think I'm going to swap this one out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's perfect. So let me go ahead and add these here with my Gina K fine tip bottle. Okay, so there is my completed card. It's a really different card for me, but I really like that. I really like trying something new, creating a patterned background, especially with this fun and funky color scheme. Thanks so much for watching me create with the new Kindred Spirit stamp from Gina K Designs. Be sure to check out the links to all of the products that I used in the video description box below. And if you want to see more card making videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching and happy creating!